I'm Joey Lagrange with KATC reporting in Acadia Parish, where we're here to learn and talk about, in fact, you may already know about Polycarp. Let's tell all of Acadiana, for those who don't know, which might not be very many, about Polycarp.
Yeah, John Donald Plauché was a Cajun personality that grew up in the New Orleans area and from Plauchéville, his hometown, and eventually got into the broadcasting business on radio and then in the TV business and was a star on KTC for many years with his show Polycarp and His Pals. And he was on the air from 1964 to 1974.
And what was on the show? Was this like an advertisement? Was this for kids?
It was a cartoon-based show. He would come on live on the air. He would introduce cartoons. They would play Warner Brother cartoons like Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig, and they would go back to him and he would do live commercials because back then there was no tape. Everything was live. He would also do live skits with other characters that worked at the radio station like the Crazy Professor, T-Toot. He had a Tom Basilin. He had some imaginary characters like Mostique the Mosquito and O Blue was a catfish.
So we're not just here to talk about the background and the history of him, but you have an event coming up as well in regards to Polycarp.
Yeah, next Tuesday on November 25th from 6 to 7 at the West Branch of the Lafayette Parish Library in Scott on Old Spanish Trail. We're going to have a historic presentation where I'm going to give a presentation on Polycarp's life, his personal life, his professional life, and trying to encourage people that were a fan of the show, have certain memories of the show, like they remember certain character skits, that they come and share what they remember, and also trying to reach out to try to find any type of video or film of anybody might have of the show, because as of now we have no actual footage of any of the show because it always was taped live. It was produced live, so there's no actual tape or video of the show.
Yeah, back then tape, you said, was expensive. So we're on the hunt. The big mission is, do you have video of Polycarp, the show?
Yeah, 8mm film. It could be any other type of format. You might have a picture of a cake that you won. You know, Poupart's Bakery would get birthday cakes. The boys would get a cake. The girls would get the dial cake. He had a lot of contests where he would give away Batman costumes at Halloween. They had over 2,000 entries. He had a contest to rename his houseboat or name his houseboat. They had over 5,000 postcards on suggestions. So it's a very popular show. And in 1970, it was the highest rated show in Louisiana.
Wow. What did they eventually name the houseboat? Do you remember?
Narcisse number 3.
Oh my gosh.
Everything was Cajun based. A lot of the names, you know, taught Basilin, taught his aunt, but, you know,
yeah.
And so a lot of T-Toot and the Crazy Professor. They also had Booga the Crazy Man. They had Bobo the Hobo. They had the coach. All these people were on staff at KTC, and he would call them out the film booth or off the stage, and they would do skits.
I feel like if somebody called me out in KTC right now to do that, I would be scared.
Had to be difficult, but he just had a knack for ad-libbing. He was a great character.
Yeah.
Really sharp, really good with the ad-libbing, and you had to have a special, you know, mindset to do that.
It sounds like it. And you told me he did kind of a special thing for Christmas too.
He did every year for Christmas. He would do the night before Christmas, which is the Cajun version, and he would read this poem that he wrote live on the air. And later on, he actually went to a Modern Music in Crowley and actually recorded a 45. And so you can actually hear it on YouTube. You can find the video, Cajun Night Before Christmas, by John Plauché. And he also had a song that was written by Johnny Allen, Rain's own Johnny Allen, called Polycarp Pila Pico number 2, which you can also find on YouTube, where he would actually wrote the song because his kids loved watching Polycarp in the morning.
Oh my gosh. And the kids watching it in the morning, you said that was pretty
They were
impactful.
always late for school. I had more people tell me that Polycarp may be late for school.
That's so wholesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. We definitely want to let Acadiana know this is happening. So if they loved it, if their family members loved it, or like you said, if they just know anything about it and want to come and share
come
it.
out and share your memories, share any pictures you might have, any memorabilia, especially any film or video you may have. Just come out, learn more about Polycarp and share your memories, the skits, the person, you know, him personally, if you knew him personally or his family. And come out and have a good time. Polycarp said, come see us.